Hi, good morning. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that yesterday. It might happen again today while I'm reading. We'll see. I did want to let you know that the poem that I was reading that always gets me, it's the one where Timothy is recounting the amount of money that was made at the Carnival of Giving. And when Timothy's mom says, "Look at this, look at what you've done, Timothy." And she's so proud of him, and she's saying, "Look at what you've done." I've always imagined that pretty much up until this point in Timothy's life, he hears from his mom and he heard from his dad a lot more of a, "Look at what you've done, Timothy." Like, "Oh my gosh, you stole this money, you did this, look at what you've done." And so this is the first time he's heard someone say, "Look at what you've done," in a good, positive way. And he's like, look at what I did. And the way that the money is recounted here is a mirror to the amount of money that he stole on the credit card at the beginning of the story. So when I was writing this, what I was trying to do was to have this kind of like mirror of the beginning and the end, and how things have changed, and how Timothy has learned that yes, that they do need money, but he doesn't need to steal it. There are other ways to go about getting it. Anyway, so I get choked up when I think about what that must mean to a child to hear a grown-up in their life say, "Look at what you've done," in such a great way, right? Instead of shouting it at them. See, it gets me choked up just thinking about it right now. Okay. All right. So I think that is exactly where we ended last time. So I'm going to start just partway down in 49, right? I think about that crumpled flyer, a rolled up ball on my desk for so many months. How I thought the Carnival of Giving was so stupid, and then crazy, and then impossible. And now I want to frame that crumpled thing and put it on the wall and dedicate it to the dwarves in my head, the ones that wouldn't give up, the ones named Scared and Determined, Angry and Stubborn. Thank you, dwarves, for not screwing this up. Levi has a cough now. Sigh. That means trach bullets everywhere, shooting balls of snot out of that tube in his neck. It's kind of a superpower if you think about it. Once someone gets hit with a trach bullet, they're so grossed out, they are stunned, frozen in place. If Levi wasn't trying so hard to breathe, I bet he would laugh. You should see Marisol's hair. Trach bullets are real. When my son had a trach, it was gross. Enchiladas. Just like the bad old days. Except, man, they taste so good, I don't care what they remind me of. Jose's mom is in our kitchen, clicking her tongue, talking to herself in Spanish, not happy with our selection of spices. She is here with Jose and Isa, Marisol with Levi in the living room. Levi is sick again. Levi coughing. Levi setting off alarms. The suction machine buzzing. It's strange to me, seeing them here, Jose and Isa, even though their house is only a block away. Even though it only takes 2 minutes to walk here, it's still strange. Their faces in our new world. I like it though. I'm glad they're here. When Mom gets home, she'll be glad too. Stupid germs! I took Dad's old sweatshirt and made it like a blanket to tuck behind Levi's head so maybe he can breathe easier. I can't tell if it's working. Mom is on the phone with the doctor. The pulse ox is beep, beep, beeping. It's a little bit crazy right now. The night stretches ahead of us. I have the oxygen ready if he needs it. I have the breathing medicine ready if he needs it. I have an extra trach ready if he needs it. Mom is on her way home from the new job, from her long day of training. She is bringing us coffees. A treat, she said. We'll watch movies, she said. It'll be fine, she said. He'll be fine, she said. I have the doctor's number, if we need it. Week 50. I stayed home from school today. I'm telling you now, don't freak out. Mom had to work. No sick days during the first 30 days of work. Marisol had to stay home to use one of her sick days. I'm a kid, so pretty much I can kind of have all the sick days I need. And Levi, well, for Levi, pretty much every day is a sick day. Someone had to stay with him, so it was me. I'll be gone just a couple of hours, just while he's napping. I'll get my work computer and bring it home. They said I could work from home the whole rest of the week. It will be fine. I'll be back before you know it. Famous last words, Mom. Famous last words. You know when you print pictures and they come matte or shiny? Shiny is shiny, but matte is a little more dull. The color's kind of muted. Levi is matte today. His face is darker, blurrier. I wish Mom wasn't at work. He's scaring me. 4 stoplights. Why is this taking so long? It shouldn't take this long. Where is the ambulance? Where? Oh my God. Levi, wake up! Levi, wake up! Levi, wake up! Please forgive me. It's the only thing I can think to do. Week 51. I didn't care about the cars. I didn't even think about them. Have you ever seen a blue baby? If you have, then you know. You can't see anything else. Only that awful color spreading through his face, settling in his lips. I was holding him so close, just running down the sidewalk, hoping to meet the ambulance, but it still wasn't there. And suddenly Jose's house was there, and the turtle car was there. And I know the keys are always under the visor, so I took it. Even though it was probably going to catch on fire, even though I've never driven 1 inch in my life, I took it. I stole it. I stole that turtle car. Did you say 5, James? I hit 5 cars. Well, I was really distracted. 5 counts of leaving the scene of an accident, 5 counts of vehicular negligence, 1 count of driving without a license, 1 count of driving underage, 1 count of grand theft auto, 1 probation violated. I'm reading the charges while I wait for the judge. These khaki scrubs scratching me, these white slippers not fitting right. They left 1 thing off this sheet. 1 count of saving Levi's life. Which counts for everything, don't you think? Your mom will be here as soon as she can, Timothy. As soon as Levi is stable. Her fingers gripped the metal table, right where someone had etched FFFFFFF across the surface. The surface of Mrs. B's face was also etched with lines that meant, Timothy, 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 Timothy. Okay, I said. Thanks for coming. Oh, Timothy, she said. Sorry. I knew this would happen. Oh, my sweet Timothy. I probably don't need to worry about this journal anymore, do I? Now that I'm in new trouble, now that I've been taken to juvie so fast, my head spun. I like writing in it, though. I like that Mrs. B made them let me keep it. So at least one thing from house arrest worked. This stupid journal turned out to be not so stupid after all. Jose's dad won't press charges. He refuses to say I stole the car, only that I borrowed it with his permission, even though I am 13. Is that going to get him in trouble? I don't want to get him in trouble. Week 52. Ducks. Little yellow ducks on the mask. Well, masks. 1 over Levi's nose and mouth, and 1 over his trach. Just to be safe, Mom said. She held him in her lap across the table from me. This table scratched, like the other one, the word snart in rock band letters. It was a blockage, she said. You did everything right. She smiled. Well, everything regarding Levi. She sighed. It only took an overnight procedure to remove the blockage. He's fine now, see? Levi smacked his hands on the table. The doctors say you saved him, Timothy. Your quick thinking saved his life. Levi pulled the ducks off his face, away from his neck. He smiled at me, put his dirty finger in his trach, and said, "Buh, buh, buh, buh." And then he signed, "More dog." And my heart almost exploded right there in the visiting room at Tall Pines, Texas Juvenile Correctional Facility. The thing about juvie is that it's not like jail. Not really. You don't get an end date. They don't just say, you get 6 months in juvie. You have to stay until they think you're fine. So it could be 6 months, it could be a year. It depends on me. We're on Timothy time now. We fly out next week. Mom showed me the paperwork. We'll stay for 2 weeks for tests. Then we'll come home. After we find out the results, we'll go back for the surgery, if Dr. Sawyer thinks he can do it. I looked at the paper. Everything I'd worked for, typed out neatly, in rows, on a white sheet, just like any old regular paper. So simple, so not simple. Regular words, but not regular words. I looked up at Mom. You'll have to tell him hi for me, okay? Dr. Sawyer, I mean. You'll have to tell him thank you. 1 year ago, like one of those machines where the ball falls in a bucket and knocks over a bottle, that lights a match, that pops a balloon, that scares a chicken who lays an egg, that cracks in a pan and makes your breakfast for you. 1 year ago, it all started. 1 year ago, I made this crazy meal that I am still eating. It was weird to see you guys together, James, Mrs. B, in the same room, I mean. I know you're together, but seeing you here across the table, this one scratched with barf, was a little disorienting. And even though it was weird seeing you together without any plants or grouchy looks, I've actually missed you guys. Can you believe that? On my cot, in the room they call a dorm room, though I guess it's probably nothing like a real dorm room. The walls are yellow. Yellow like Mrs. B's hair. Yellow like the Baby Signing Adventure DVD case. Yellow like the lasers killing Jose's aliens. Yellow like James's gym t-shirt. Yellow like Mom's wallet. Yellow like Marisol's scrubs. Yellow like the stars on Issa's fingernails. Timothy Davidson, one of the guards, who is not called a guard, but who is still technically a guard, stood in the doorway. Come with me. You have a phone call. The phones all line a hall. The phones all line a hallway. I picked one up. I said, "Hello?" There was a crackle, and then, "T-Man?" I looked at the yellow wall. I saw the words scratched there, the words hope and fight and breathe and suck. I put my hand on the cool cinder blocks on the strength of those walls, and I took a deep, deep breath. Dad? Ow, and that's it. The end. Alright, so, I am going to stop the video now, and I'm going to start another one where I read the acknowledgements, and answer some questions that I think that you might have. Okay, we did it! We read the whole thing! Yay! Now, what's going to be next? I don't know. What are we going to read next? I'll think about it. I'll ask you again in a minute.